In a small village surrounded by lush green fields, there lived a young man named Soothe. He was known for his kindness, humor, and intelligence. But behind closed doors, he carried a secret. He was addicted to alcohol. What began as casual drinks at village gatherings soon spiraled into an uncontrollable habit. His hard-earned money vanished into bottles, his relationships suffered, and his dream of starting his own business faded, like the morning mist. One fateful evening, after a long night of drinking, Soothe made a mistake that shattered his heart. He spent the emergency fund meant for his children's school fees on alcohol. When he returned home and saw the disappointment in his wife's eyes and the sadness on his children's faces, reality hit him like a storm. That night, he stood in front of the mirror, his eyes swollen with regret. He whispered to himself, "Is this the man I want to be? Is this the father my children deserve?" The answer was clear: no. At that moment, a fire ignited within him. He was ready to change. Soothe's strategy for quitting alcohol was first, to accept the problem. Instead of making excuses, Soothe faced the truth. He wrote down how alcohol had drained his life, his lost money, broken trust, and wasted nights. Seeing the damage in his own handwriting was painful, but necessary. Change begins with acceptance. Second, replace. Don't just remove. Soothe knew quitting alcohol wasn't just about stopping. He needed something to replace it. He reconnected with an old passion: gardening. Each time the urge to drink crept in, he turned to his garden, planting seeds instead of drowning in liquor. His hands, once gripping bottles, now nurtured life. Day by day, his garden flourished, just as he did. Third, find support. Determined to break free, Soothe confided in his childhood friend Drew. Instead of judgment, Drew offered encouragement and helped him join a support group. There, he met others fighting similar battles, and for the first time he realized he was not alone. Fourth, build self-discipline. Temptation lurked everywhere, but Soothe made a firm decision. He avoided gatherings where alcohol was served, distanced himself from drinking friends, and practiced daily affirmations. "I am stronger than my addiction. I choose my future over my past." With each passing day, his willpower grew stronger. Lastly, set a bigger goal. Rather than focusing on what he was giving up, Soothe focused on what he was building. He envisioned turning his small garden into a thriving business. This dream became his motivation, his reason to stay sober. Months passed, and Soothe transformed. His savings grew, his relationships healed, and his gardening skills earned recognition in the village. What was once a simple escape became his life's purpose. One day, at a community seminar, Soothe stood before an audience of young men, struggling fathers, and hopeful families. With confidence, he shared his story and left them with these words: "The key to quitting is not just fighting the old, but building the new. Create a future so strong that your past loses its power." His words echoed in the hearts of many, proving that addiction is not the end. It is simply a chapter. And with the right strategy, anyone can turn the page.